Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Deadlybreed Organics, and this is a product overview. Guys, I have fish fertilizer that I use. I'm just getting into this, right? Fish fertilizer, the Flora Micro by General Hydroponics, Flora Grow, Flora Bloom. I use the pH down. And these are the bigger bottles because I get these pump sprayers here from Amazon. It just makes life easy, right? And then of course over here in this section I've got the Cow Mag, and I've got Silica Blast. This is what I use. I haven't really had to deal with too much powdery mildew or anything like that, but this is what I used this past year on my outdoor garden. Early on there was issues with humidity, so I had to take matters into my own hands to save my crop, so I wouldn't have any issues early on. But that's what I used. If you guys need to get some of this stuff, I would highly suggest it. It worked phenomenal for me. Saved my whole crop early on last year, but once we got through that early on phase, everything was clear sailing from there, man. Everybody I even talked to was kind of just, clear sailing from there. Usually the issue comes with your drying, your curing, that kind of thing, because even though it's on the stem hanging up to dry, when your buds are touching each other and things aren't airy enough, you don't have any kind of fans or anything on them. Rule of thumb, 60% humidity, 60 degrees. Anyways, moving on. You're going to need to get you guys a nice pH pen. This is the newest AC Infinity pen that I just got. Believe it or not, man, this Vivison pen right here, it works just as good as this one. This one right here shit the bed on me on my previous harvest. That's why I haven't been on here. I've been pissed off, guys, because I was not given my water the appropriate amount of pH up or down, and it was just, things were whack in my soil. So when I got my new pH pen, calibrated it, checked it even with this one right here, and recalibrated that when everything's good with both of these two. It's weird how I pay the least for this one and it works. Well, I'm not saying the best, because that's yet to be seen with this one, but so far so good. So far so good with the AC Infinity. Pretty happy with that. The only thing that I would recommend AC Infinity doing with the lower grade, which this one was the $50 one, it does come with the case and all that stuff too, guys. Man, put a LED or something in there so that way people can see it illuminated. Because, man, like, here's my water, right? And unless I have that tent right there open, I'm not getting enough light over here. So it'd be nice for you guys to include that little green LED light that lights up to where you can just see, what's going on. Moving on, Clone-X. If you guys plan on doing any clones, that's a great way to get started. Now, I'm not saying this isn't, because when you get stuff like this from the Walmart store, that's where this came from. I haven't had too many problems using it, to be honest with you. A couple fails, right? But like I said before, when I use this, like I said, I do the 45-degree angle, clean everything on the bottom, leave the top node, and you cut that 45. And when I drink coffee in the morning, like I'll scrape it a little bit right there, right? To where I open it up where it's fibrous. And right there where it's fibrous at, that's where it's going to grow those roots, right? And because you're opening up that stomata. Anyways, when you open that up, and man, I call it bro science or whatever, but I've been licking it, with my coffee bound saliva, right? Because I've been drinking coffee, and then dipping it straight into here and then plopping it right in the soil. Man, works. Just letting you guys know. Anyways, moving on from that, get you some milliliter spoons, or you can get you this dropper right here. It's a little slow, a little tedious if you do it that way, I might add. That's why I thought that it would be better just to get these, put them up there, and yeah, right, you're good. So it just makes more sense. And or you could go with one of these guys. Now these came in a four pack. I don't know why I got a 4-pack. I suppose because I was like, well, I got all these nutrients right here. I'm gonna keep them all separated, even though I'd rinse them out every time. I just didn't find myself using them as much. And not only that, I gotta clean them and stuff every time. I can't exactly dip them into the water, because like basically when I get my nutrients from here, I'll put it down in the water, and then I'll, you know, do that number. So it just makes it a whole lot easier to get everything clean and stuff. And then I just keep a little thing right there, a little 3D printed cup that I made for that. Anyways, and then get you something that you can actually stir with. Like I have an aquarium heater and stuff too, because my water sits on concrete floor in the basement. So I want to make sure that I feed my plants the appropriate water, because you're going to stunt your roots if you don't. Make sure that your water is in between, I would say 68 and 73, to be honest with you. That's what I prefer anyhow. And this AC Infinity pen, what I like about that is it does tell your temperature of the water. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to get something like that. If you're in a similar area condition or whatever, get you one of those small grade aquarium heaters or whatever. Just dunk it down in the water and then turn it on for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and then come back and check your water temperature. If it ain't high enough yet, just let it go for a little bit longer or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, moving on from that, 2-gallon pump sprayers right here. So whatever it says on there, we do double, because it's 2 gallons as opposed to 1 gallon. And then of course I can't roll this one out. I had to set this one down on the floor. It's blackstrap molasses. I get the Golden Barrel brand. You can get this off of the Amazon. This is unsulfured, works great. I give it to my plants, I'd say about once every 3 weeks. Silica Blast about every other week. But anyhow, I just wanted to give an update video, let you guys know that I hadn't went anywhere. I just had a lot of stuff going on and in a pissed off mood because of the pH issue with this pen right here. So, not knocking anybody, but no good. Thanks a lot. You really screwed me over, asshole. That's the way I feel, you know what I mean? So, crash and burn the way I see you. Alright, moving on. Oh, hey there, Mocha. Oh.
Just cleaning it out.
Got somebody in the tank cleaning up the bottom. But yeah, this is one plant, but like I said, you guys can achieve this, but just know that if you guys are running four of these pots, 4 of these 5-gallon pots, you can do 4 of them in one of these tents. But you have to, and you can train them sort of. But they have to grow like lengthy, right? And if you're growing a hybrid, or you're growing an indica leanin, you can fan them to be bushier. But these sativa leanin, I mean, look at them. I mean, kind of look like sticks. Just not real thrilled with the slurricane as of right now. But like I said, man, I don't know how long I've been giving them shit pH because of that pen, you know what I mean? It just seems like I had been using an awful lot of pH for quite some time, if you want to know the God honest truth. And I do know from experience that any plants are going to grow if you have medium. It's just going to take the plant a minute to respond to what the hell you got going on in there as far as the nutrients that it can uptake. Once it figures out it ain't got this or it ain't got that, or if it's got too much of this or too much of that, it's going to show its ass, right? Anyways, I got fucking sticks in here, right? I want berries. I don't want twigs, right? Anyways, I'm going to move on from this garden, guys. This is the slurricane. This is actually week 3, almost week 4. We're getting ready to move into week 4. That's why I figured it'd be a good idea to go ahead and give it some silica blast, see if I can't help it move along just a little bit, maybe bulk up, because I know I've only got 2 weeks left before I'm not gonna give it anything else. You know what I mean? You're gonna be flushing, so 2-week flush after 6 weeks. So there that is. Like I said, I'm moving on. Not a happy camper, guys. Not a happy camper. Alright, so I went to the store, picked up some more of this Fox Farm, guys. And then, like I said before, Fox Farm potting soil. I mixed that half and half with the Pro Mix. I got me a container right here. I got me a little shovel. I actually got me some bone meal, some blood meal, some seed starting mix. Now you guys don't have to go out here and get all this that I have. I like to experiment with different things. Sometimes I'll go organic and synthetic growing, and I guess you can call that synganic. But however you look at it, you more or less probably shouldn't do that, because when you're growing with general hydroponic and stuff like that, you're more or less killing your soil. You can reuse it. You have to re-inoculate it, stuff like that, which I don't see a problem with it. I've actually been reusing a lot of this soil, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to take some of this soil and move it outside. Why not? And then just start fresh with you know, the new Pro Mix, the new Fox Farm right here. I mean, I inoculated what's in here, and it's almost full. I just think might be best suited if I take this and just apply it outside and let it break down the rest of the way before I use it this spring, because we're not even in March yet, you know, so I could take it out there and put it in one of those raised garden beds that I have and kind of let it break down and get inoculated and get rich, and you know what I mean. So anyhow, moving on to this other thing that we picked up is this Mother's Earth. This comes in a really small bag. I think I might have to use both of these bags just for one 5-gallon pot, but I got that as an experiment too. I seen those 2 bags there at my local Walmart as well. Picked those up, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well give it a go just to see, right? Because you know, this stuff that you do here is probably going to get you more or less through all of your veg. And once you're getting ready to switch it over to your flowers, when you're going to start, you know, giving it your other stuff, you know, juicing it with your other stuff. Anyways, these are the start of some new things right here. That's the 2 of those are apple fritter, and 2 of those are strawberry banana. Then of course, you know, peppers, and got some other experiments in here, kind of failed in my opinion, but they do have roots, and I just don't expect them to have fruits. But anyhow, I got my assistant right here. She's going to be opening up this. See what I mean? Look, I mean, I got roots and everything, man. This is pretty nice, man. It's pretty nice. So that's that aeroponic system that I got. Picked that up off of Amazon. You know, because of those tariffs that got added, I had to pay an extra $20 to get this shipped. So it would have been like 60 something, as opposed to, I think I paid $90 for that, guys. Isn't that crazy? For plastic, you pay $90 for something because it's not made here, and you get a tariff put on it, because you know what I'm saying. We're in this economy war, or whatever have you. Anyways, moving on from that, guys, I did place another order because I'm running out of these fungus gnat traps. That's something else that I'm going to address here too on this channel, is the fungus gnat issue. When you go to your local your local farmers markets and this and that, if that soil, this soil right here sitting outside, I'd probably stay away from it. And the only reason why I say I'd probably stay away from it is because you're going to have pests and stuff already in it, you know, already have eggs in it, stuff like that. I mean, it could be that the pellets inside and it still happens, you know, but I haven't had an issue with my Pro Mix right here, I can tell you that. If I run just Pro Mix and just give it synthetic nutrients throughout the whole grow, I don't have a pest problem, you know. But once I start getting into the fox farm, getting into the Mother Earth, getting into all that stuff, the not only that, guys, but be careful of where you get your earthworm castings, because that can have all kinds of eggs in it too, you know. So that's what I mean, you know, just be smart when you get your fertilizers and stuff like that, man, and try to go organic if you can. I just do certain things as of right now on this channel to try to explain what you can do, how you can do it, if you have pest problems, how you can address them. Another thing that I use, guys, here, diatomaceous earth food grade. Yep, so I use that right there, and I sprinkle that on top of my soil after I water it, and then it sits on the soil. So when those fungus gnats, when they dive in that soil and they start eating on that diatomaceous earth, it cuts their exoskeletons up, and ultimately they die, you know. So I haven't had much of a problem down here in actually a few days now, because I think I pretty well wiped it out. You can see those gnat traps right there did a phenomenal job as well. Like I said, I did order some more of those just to be precautious, because I do have, you know, this fox farm right here that I'm getting ready to have to transplant those guys there. Another thing you guys want to make sure that you do, get you a nice dehumidifier, right? But one thing I haven't talked too much about, or too often about, is a humidifier. Well, those are the cheap ones, you know what I mean? And you have to fill them every single day. They work for one day, pretty much, and you have to fill them every day. I don't really recommend those, to be honest with you, but they will get you by, just letting you know. I've had this one going. Right now it's off because, like I said, it needs to be refilled. But anyways, I'm running right now at, I believe in the 50s for my humidity. Yeah, look there. 73, 58, which that's a little bit high for my humidity, for my liking. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not too concerned with it. I've been looking at everything. There's no transpiration up underneath leaves where water's sitting or anything like that. So I'm good. You know, as long as I can stay under that 60 mark, I'm happy, right? And the VPD, vapor pressure deficit, that's something that you guys should get dialed in if you're growing downstairs in your basement. Make sure you have your fans appropriate, your lighting appropriate to that. See, right now my lighting is at I mean, I know it's at 100%, and some of you guys might think that that's too high, but this is only the what is it, the XP Pro 2500, if I got that right, by Viper Spectra. And that's got the magnifiers and stuff on it, and this is that tint. But like I said, man, again, not real happy with the outcome of this hurricane. I will say the other harvest that you guys, well, you guys didn't really get to see that because it's been a while since I've been on the channel, and the reason being is because of just what I said. I'm tired of having to deal with issues constantly with faulty equipment. To no fault of my own, right? But anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut this video for now, gonna go ahead and get the watering done, silica blast this time around, and then we'll see you next episode. So we'll check you guys later. It's Deadly Breed. Peace.